as you all see, there's my front yard. It ain't that big. I mean, it's decent size. But you see that tree at the end of the driveway over there near the mailbox? Well, let me tell you a funny story. This is what blind people go through sometimes. I'm not saying all, because people are more oriented than me. But thank God for my orientation mobility class, because Savine gets lost a lot. So one day, about a couple weeks ago, I decided I wanted to water my plants in my front yard. If y'all seen the video, you see where I planted my plants on the exit door and these bushes. So I also have some plants growing there in the tree. So I decided to walk my happy self over there and water my plants. Once I watered my plants, I got lost in the yard for a whole 30 minutes. Don't ask me how, but that's what I go through. I get lost a lot. So the reason how I did it was I watered my plants. I got up and, usually I don't get lost in my front yard because I've been here a year and a little bit over a year. Savine done somehow turned the wrong way, because next thing I know I was lost. I didn't know, I couldn't find my driveway like I usually do. Once I find my driveway, I could find my front door. Well, lo and behold, I couldn't find my driveway. So I was like, well, let me keep on walking. And I didn't feel no concrete, so I said, well, hell, I'm going around in grass. So I walked around for 30 minutes trying to look nonchalant, because I didn't want my neighbors to think I was crazy. So finally I was like, wait, Savine, go back to your orientation mobility days. So I did. So I was like, let me just stand here and hopefully a car would pass by, like now. That way I know if I'm standing facing a house, the car would be in the back, right? So I had to stop myself and I said, let me wait for a car. So I just stood there for about maybe 5 minutes or so. I didn't hear no cars. I said, well, hell. I said, this ain't gonna work, because I ain't got my phone. I can't call my daughter so they can FaceTime my kids so they can tell me which way to go. I couldn't FaceTime nobody in the house. And of course my brother and sister-in-law is in the house, but I don't think they're gonna hear me. Then my neighbors probably think I'm crazy yelling. So I just stood there. I said, oh Lord. But luckily for me, we have a rooster in our neighborhood. Thanks to my neighbor's rooster. So I stood there and finally I heard a rooster. And usually the rooster comes from my left. So lo and behold, I said, oh, I'm facing the streets, because that means the rooster is coming from that way. I was facing the streets, so I was like, all right, let me turn back around. Let me try to find this concrete. So I'm not sure where I went. I was hoping I wasn't in a neighbor's yard. But finally, I heard the rooster, so I said, okay, let me turn around. That means I'll be facing the house. Thank you, rooster. I found my way back to my driveway, and I found my door. But that's the whole point of me. It's funny. It's hilarious. I laughed at myself all day. You can all laugh at me. I don't care. But I wanted to share that because I know some people take blindness very seriously. And people probably get offended. Some of the things that we blind and visually impaired people go through, I go through it on a daily basis. And I don't care. You can laugh at me all you want to. And the motto of this story is, people, have fun. Chill out. Relax. Things go the way things go. Life throws you lemons. Hell, throw them limes. It's more sour. That's my motto. Life throw you lemons, I throw limes. So be ready to catch it. You see how it is easy for me to just walk around in my front yard without my white cane. So here we go. So lo and behold, today, guess what happened again? But this time, I was smart enough to grab my phone, because I didn't want to get lost in my backyard of all things. So we're going in the house. See, that's what I do right here. Bump to everything. So this morning, I decided I was going to go water my plants without my sister-in-law. Usually, my brother and his wife usually takes me and water the plants. Well, let me see if I can find a damn doorway. So I decided to go water the plants myself. You see my backyard, there's a lot of trees. It's not, well, it's big, but there's a lot of trees. So I took my little watering canister and I went to get water, and I figured I can find my plants. So I went down these steps, of course, and I went to the right because I know the plants are somewhere to the right. So I just followed where my sister told me to follow. So I know once I step off this doggone platform, there's a bush here. I know my plants are somewhere here, to the wall and all that. And I do have borders, so I know once I step on this wood, I know that I'm at where my start of my garden is. So I watered it first round, then I went back, I decided to go back. I found my way to the house this time, the first time. Filled up the water canister again, did it again, water my plants. Once I got done, I said, okay, now I'm done, I can go back to the thingy. I was gonna water my sister-in-law's flowers, but I didn't want to get lost in the woods because hers is somewhere over there in the back where the woods are. But somehow I lost my way again. I lost my orientation, as they say in the visually impaired blind community. Somehow I don't know where I ended up at, to tell you the truth, because I couldn't find the stairs. And I'm like, oh Lord, here I go again. I got lost in my backyard. First I got lost in the front, now I got lost in the back. So then, but you know, I told you I had my phone this time, so I had to call my daughter on FaceTime and ask her where the hell I'm at. So I had to FaceTime her. I don't know where I was at. It was somewhere in this yard. Okay, I don't know, don't ask me. So she had to guide me back to the daggone porch. And this is my life story for today. It's funny, it's okay, y'all can laugh. Let me see if I can find my way back this time. Oh, I did, look at me. Oh, so yeah, so that's my life story for today. I hope y'all find it funny. You can laugh at me, I'm okay. But, you know, I just want people to realize sometimes you just have to laugh at yourself, because if you don't, who the hell will? You know, you have to have a good sense of humor. You can't let life take you down. Don't let anything stand in your way. The more you laugh, the better for you. Life is full of crazy things, mean things, and evil things. But hey, when you laugh at yourself, people laugh with you. Everybody's happy. I'll see y'all later. Peace out, alligators.